Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so sorry that I have been missing in action, but I am back. I just decided just to record me. I'm just going out on a Sunday and I was just like, let me just record so I can put something out there for you guys, because I am so sorry that I have been missing and my family is just growing and growing and growing. If you're not a part of my family on YouTube, make sure you click that subscribe button. It's probably here, maybe right there, maybe on the right side, I don't know, but just click it so you can join the fam, and make sure you click that bell so you will be notified when I post, when I do post. I am trying to get back into the whole recording stuff. It's time consuming, but I am getting better. So we're just gonna jump right in. So I'm gonna just give me like a little soft brown eye, and I'm gonna start by priming my lid with the P. Louise base in Rumor 3. I am going to take my e.l.f. concealer brush and blend it out. Let me get a mirror. I'm going to take my Depth Beauty Blender and just take the butt of it and just blend that out more seamlessly. I am going to dive into my Jackie Aina palette, and I am going to take ginger and sweep that into my crease. Next, I am going to go into edges and just blend that right underneath ginger, just to give it a more definition right underneath it. By being a day out, I am going to keep this very like neutral. I think I'm just going to brunch, so I'm just going to keep it very neutral. So I'm just going to take edges and just take the brush and just lightly go over my lid, like very lightly. I'm going to take some black gel liner from NYX and just try to give myself a small wing liner. Okay, so I am going to apply my lashes off camera, and then I'm going to come back and do the rest of my face. The lashes are from Ardell Wispies, and these are from Salon Perfect. These are the perfect lashes, and they're like fluffy and just they don't like how can I explain it? They don't have so much like weight, like they're not heavy. And there are the number 615. Okay guys, I have my lashes on now, so we about to just jump into the face, okay? So I finally went and got the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, and I got the mini size, and it was like $15 or something like that. But I'ma just say it's bomb. I went and bought the new one, the bigger one. So I'm gonna take the primer and just prime my face like so. Get every little drop of it in my face. And it feels really good, and it works well with every foundation that I have tried with it, okay? Every one. When it's just, I don't know if you, like, it's like hydro gripping. It's like gripping, sis. Like, oh my God, it's bomb. I'm gonna tell y'all need to go get it. Next, I am going to go into my Versace Skin to Blur, and I am going to put just a couple of drops, and it really makes my skin like, I look like Facetune, sis. Facetune, okay? Next, I am going to go into my Fenty Hydrating, foundation. I have been using this lately, and it's really good, and it's light as air. Like, I live for it. And it's a really great, like a really great color. Like, the color that it gives off is a great, I can't really explain it. It's basically like a good color payoff. Like, so I really love it. And I'm gonna go in and just spray just a couple of pumps of my Urban Decay D-Slick, and I'm gonna blend this out with a Milani foundation brush. I don't know if you can see it, like, it's a great, like, it's just a really great color, you know? Okay, so now that I have this foundation on, as you can see, it's very light. You kind of can still see my skin through the foundation, which is no problem for me. But I am a more full coverage girl. If you know me, I just like to be B. I'm sorry, that's just my preference. So as you can see, it's very like, oh my God, it's skin-like. I just love it. If you didn't see my review on it, I have a review. It's probably the last video, so just click the last video. But you better make sure you subscribe first, okay? Make sure you subscribe first. So what I will do is I will use my Fenty Pro filter just like in areas where I will want the more full coverage, like around my mouth, and just in this area right here to where I have more of pores, usually just right there and around my mouth. So I'm just gonna put some on the back of my hand, like a little, and then I'm just gonna take my same brush and I'm just gonna go and just give me some extra coverage where it's just where I want the more full coverage look. Always make sure you get your neck, because you don't want it to look like you have on a mess. Bad enough men make us feel bad just for putting makeup on. So I mean, just make sure you blend it. Because I don't know if you know, but I'm a big, like, I need to change, like, I am like a foundation queen. Like, I want my foundation to match me to the T. I have to be like undetectable. Like, I don't want you to be able, you can tell she have a foundation. Like, I want you to know I have on makeup, but I don't want it to be to where it's so, like, I don't want it to be just unrealistic, you know? So I just like to be blended. So sometimes I really blend for hours my foundation without any product or anything on it. If I want to go back in and add something, if I want to go back in and just, you know, making sure everything is really blended, you know? Okay, now that I have my foundation blended out, do you see this? Like, do you see how pretty this look? Come on, close up. Get into it. Sis. We shook. Okay. Next, for concealer, I'm going to show you guys something that I have been doing lately and I have been living for. Okay. So I'm just making sure everything is just blended. Like, it just don't hurt to just blend. And you see how I can still have that shine, that healthy shine in my foundation? Love. Okay, so I am gonna go into my Born This Way concealer in Warm Sand, and I am going to highlight where I usually will highlight my face, underneath my eyes. Okay, and I'm gonna keep it in that area. That is a lot of damn concealer, Marty. Okay, so I'm just gonna, you know, I'm just going to you'll be surprised stuff that you can learn and just like repetitive stuff. So So now that I have my concealer on, I am going to let that sit for maybe like 3 minutes. So I'm just gonna take this eyelash, these are actually my favorite eyelashes, this eyelash box, and I'm just gonna like fan it, or usually I would just like let it sit. I will do something, I will go run and do something else, or maybe just like scroll on Instagram for a little minute or something like that. But sometimes I'll just go in and just make sure my foundation is still blended, just making sure everything is blended out. So as I'm letting that dry, I'm gonna go into my Infallible Longwear Shaping Stick, and this is in the shade Espresso, and I'm just gonna lightly contour my cheeks. It's easy to go in first lightly. It's very easy for you to add and subtract, so make sure you just do stuff. It's easy for you to go back and add, so don't just go in so much, so heavy. And then I'm just going to just kind of just give me a light contour, like that is just enough for me. So you guys know I like to take my NYX brush. I'm going to take my NYX number 22 brush and just blend that contour out very lightly. It all matters in how you actually hold your brush as well. So I'm holding my brush very lightly, so I'm just going to go in and just lightly blend that out. Okay, like just a nice, can you see, just a nice subtle contour, like not too much. Okay, so now that I have let my concealer stick, the reason that I do that is because it gives you more of a like that full coverage look. You know how sometimes you blend your concealer out and you're like, damn sis, it doesn't even seem like I put any concealer on, so you have to keep piling it up. So I just let it sit, and then I will go in with my beauty blender. It is damp, and I'm lightly, I mean very lightly, pressing that concealer into my skin. And as you can see, I'm just taking the butt of my beauty blender. It has nothing on it, and I'm just blending it out because I don't want my concealer dragged all the way this way. So I'm just very lightly tapping it, and I don't bring concealer on my nose at all. I don't contour my nose. I don't do any of that to my nose. So I'm just lightly, I mean very, just tapping it. Okay, so as you can see, it's just like it's just pretty, like a nice little highlight. So I'm gonna go back into my brush, and I'm just gonna make sure all of those edges are blended out. I go over my nose, just make sure everything is pretty much blended. I'm kind of over the forehead highlight, so I don't really put anything on my forehead anymore. So I'm just going in and just making sure everything is blended. This step is optional. This is what I do. I go into my NARS concealer in medium 2 praline, and I just take it and just put this right in this area here, just like that. That's it, just like that. And I just go in. Okay. And the reason that I do this is for it to give it a more of a highlighted look just in the inner corner of my eyes. And I don't really let that sit. I just go right in and blend that out. This is a trick, like I'm coming over a cold, so this gives me a more like awake, healthy look, you know? Okay, and like you see, can you see the difference? Like it's just like a more highlighted look in this area. Okay. Go back in one more time in that foundation brush. You cannot be too blended, you know, if it makes sense. You cannot just over blend. You just blend to perfection. That's how I get my flawless skin. That's how I get my even though I don't really wear shadow and all of that, this is how I get more of a like, this is my everyday glam. So this is going to be the name of this video. This is going to be my everyday glam, because this is something that I would do when I'm wearing makeup. Like when I'm wearing makeup. So this is what I do. Okay, so I'm gonna go into Honey by Fenty Beauty, and I am gonna set my under eyes. I'm gonna just go off the cap, the inside, because working off that cap is kind of hard. And I'm just gonna go in and I'm gonna press this product underneath my eyes. If this makes sense, I put so much makeup on to where the point like the end of the day, I still will look like this. At the end of the day, I still will look like this, because I perfect it and I make sure everything is blended in. Just because it looks like I'm doing a lot of steps, it just keeps me looking like this all day. That's the only way that I can put it. Next, I am going to take my bronzer. I have been using this bronzer, and I can say these are one of my favorite things that I am not leaving in 2019. And this is by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and it is in Mojave. But I just have been using this lately. It matches more of my skin tone, and it's just really, really pretty. Like, it's just a really, and I don't know where this brush is from, but I'm just gonna just give this some more warmth in my skin. I am very lightly touching it, and I'm just gonna go over my forehead. And sometimes I will go into Mocha Mami just in another contour brush and just giving it a more, just in this area right here, just giving it a more chiseled cheek look. Sometimes if I feel like I have went over contour, I'm just gonna go in and just kind of just clean it up with just a beauty blender and that same setting powder, and I'm just going off the lid. So I'm going to take my Urban Decay All Night Spray, and I'm going to set my face. So yeah, the Urban Decay is kind of going. So I'm going to go in with my Morphe and Jeffree Star Spray, and I'm going to spray. This stuff smells really good, and anybody that knows, Morphe has some good setting spray. So I'm just going to go in and just set my face. This is why I don't mind putting on a lot of product, because this is what setting sprays are for. It's pretty much for fixing stuff like that. It's just like setting your face and just getting everything together. So I'm just gonna do the bottom of my eyes while that is drying. So next I am gonna go into my blush palette, and I'm going to take my blush brush, and I am going to go into, this is from Juvia's Place, it's like the Sarahan 2 blush palette, and I am going to go into Neo. It's one of my favorites, and I'm going to take a tad bit of Zane, and I'm just going to put some on my cheeks. See, I didn't put all the makeup on, and I just look pretty, like, oh, just pretty. And you see how I went just OD kind of on the blush. I'm just going to take a brush and just blend that out. My face is still drying from that setting. I'm just going to take the NYX Tiny Mascara. Let's just say if you don't have this mascara, you better go to Walmart and get it, because it is bomb, and it have your bottom lashes looking real lit. My setting powder, I am gonna go into the Translucent Medium Deep by Laura Mercier, and I'm just gonna set, not too much, just – very lightly set the rest of my face. because by me putting setting powder pretty much everywhere, it kind of sets the rest of my face. The ColourPop Indo Noodle palettes. This is bomb, and it comes with 6 highlighters, and I pretty much use all 6 of them. They are bomb, and I'm gonna go into the morning after and then lose and sleep, and I'm just gonna give myself a little glow. Just, you know, that healthy glow. And just my lips, I am gonna go to my NYX in dark brown. Line my lips. And I am going to take, what is this? Cookie butter. I'm rushing at this point, y'all see me, huh? Take cookie butter and just give me some of that gloss. I think I put too much nude. And that is the finished look, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's kind of like not like a big video you guys are waiting for, but I mean, I just thought maybe I should record me getting ready. I might take you guys with me and see what I do on a normal Sunday in my city. So make sure you click that like button, that subscribe button, and join the family. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget to follow me on all social media platforms, which will be down below. Thank you guys. I love you guys. Thanks for the support. Thanks for the 1.3K of subscribers. I know it's not a lot compared to somebody out there in the world, but I'm fucking happy with it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.